Let the silence tell you a story. This is Muted Frames.
In 2019, Tyrell Corporation has created a brand of robots so similar to humans they are called replicants. The replicants are virtually identical to humans. The Nexus 6 replicants were superior in strength and agility and equal in intelligence to the genetic engineers who created them. Branded the Nexus 6, the replicants are used in the off-world exploration of other planets and as slave labor. After mutiny by a group of Nexus 6 replicas, they were declared illegal on Earth under penalty of death. The Blade Runner unit was formed to kill all remaining Nexus 6 on Earth. The killings were called retirement and not executions. In 2019, please live in huge, tall buildings and had access to flying cars for transportation. The Tyrell Corporation is housed in a large pyramid-like structure. In Los Angeles in November 2019, ex-police officer Rick Deckard, Harrison Ford, is detained by Officer Gaff, Edward James Olmos, who likes to make origami figures, and brought to his former supervisor, Bryant Emmett Walsh. Deckard, whose job as a Blade Runner was to track down bioengineered beings known as replicants and retire them, is informed that 4 have come to Earth illegally. Bryant informs Deckard that the replicants already killed humans on a shuttle while on their way to Earth. As Tyrell Corporation Nexus 6 models, they have only a 4-year lifespan and may have come to Earth to try to extend their lives. Bryant knew that the Nexus 6 had tried to infiltrate the Tyrell Corporation building, but one of them electrocuted by the security systems and the other got away. So, Bryant ordered the Voight-Kampff test to be administered just in case a Nexus 6 tries to come in as an employee. Deckard watches a video of a Blade Runner named Holden administering the Voight-Kampff test designed to distinguish replicants from humans based on their emotional response to questions. The test subject, Leon, Brian James, shoots Holden, Morgan Paul, after Holden asks about Leon's mother. Leon is now in custody. Deckard cannot understand why the Nexus 6 are coming back to the Tyrell Corporation. The Nexus 6 were designed to develop basic emotions of their own in time, and hence the VK was built in as a failsafe to distinguish humans from replicants. Bryant wants Deckard to retire Leon and the other 3 replicants: Roy Batty, Rutger Hauer, Zora, Joanna Cassidy, and Daryl Hannah. Deckard initially refuses, but after Bryant ambiguously threatens him, he reluctantly agrees. Bryant has Deckard meet with the CEO of the company that creates the replicants, Eldon Tyrell, so he can administer the VK test on a Nexus 6 to see if it works. Tyrell expresses his interest in seeing the test fail first and asks him to administer it on his assistant Rachel. While there, he discovers that Dr. Eldon Tyrell's Joe Turkel, assistant Rachel, Sean Young, is an experimental replicant who believes herself to be human. Rachel has been given false memories to provide an emotional cushion. As a result, a more extensive test is required to determine whether she is a replicant. Events are then set into motion that pit Deckard's search for the replicants against their search for Tyrell to force him to extend their lives. Roy and Leon investigate a replicant eye manufacturing laboratory and learn of J.F. Sebastian William Sanderson, a gifted genetic designer who works closely with Tyrell. Rachel visits Deckard at his apartment to prove her humanity by showing him a family photo, but after Deckard reveals that her memories are implants from Tyrell's niece, she leaves his apartment in tears. Meanwhile, Pre locates Sebastian and manipulates him to gain his trust. While searching Leon's hotel room, Deckard finds a photo of Zora and a synthetic snake scale that leads him to a strip club where Zora works. Deckard kills Zora and shortly after is told by Bryant to also retire Rachel, who has disappeared from the Tyrell Corporation. After Deckard spots Rachel in a crowd, he is attacked by Leon, but Rachel kills Leon using Deckard's dropped pistol. The two returns to Deckard's apartment, and during an intimate discussion, he promises not to hunt her. As she abruptly tries to leave, Deckard physically restrains her, forcing her to kiss him, and she ultimately relents. Deckard leaves Rachel at his apartment and departs to search for the remaining replicants. Arriving at Sebastian's apartment, Roy tells Pre the others are dead. Sympathetic to their plight, Sebastian reveals that because of Methuselah syndrome, a genetic premature aging disorder, his life will also be cut short. Sebastian and Roy gain entrance into Tyrell's secure penthouse. where Roy demands more life from his maker. Tyrell tells him that it is impossible. Roy confesses that he has done questionable things, which Tyrell dismisses, praising Roy's advanced design and accomplishments in his short life. Roy kisses Tyrell, then kills him by crushing his skull. Sebastian runs for the elevator followed by Roy, who then rides the elevator down alone. Though not shown, it is implied by Bryant via police radio that Roy also kills Sebastian. Upon entering Sebastian's apartment, Deckard is ambushed by Pre, but he manages to kill her just as Roy returns. As Roy starts to die, he chases Deckard through the building, ending up on the roof. Deckard tries to jump to an adjacent roof but misses and is left hanging precariously between buildings. Roy makes the jump with ease, and as Deckard's grip loosens, Roy hoists him onto the roof, saving him. As Roy's life runs out, he delivers a monologue about how his memories will be lost in time, like tears in rain. Roy dies in front of Deckard, who watches silently. Gaff arrives and shouts across to Deckard, "It's too bad she won't live," but then again, who does? Deckard returns to his apartment and finds the door ajar, but Rachel is safe, asleep in his bed. As they leave, Deckard notices a small tinfoil origami unicorn on the floor, a familiar calling card that brings back to him Gaff's final words. Deckard and Rachel quickly leave the apartment block.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this calm storytelling, please subscribe to Muted Frames for more quiet and immersive movie plot journeys.